I filmed every day of my life for the last 3 years, have been making YouTube videos for the last 10, and now I document my life in a way where other people can learn about themselves as well. So I want to share 3 lessons that have made me happier than ever in these last few months. Number 1 is that the longest relationship you have in your life is with yourself, so that should be priority. I'm 20, so now that I've been making videos for over half my life, it was kind of a weird realization to have. It was also when I realized that making anything is when I feel the happiest. And between these 10 years of me making videos and finding my voice, I've come to terms with the fact that you have to have good days and bad days, and there's also a little bit of comfort in knowing that not everything is within your control. The law of attraction is the philosophy that a positive thought will bring positive results into a person's life, while negative thoughts will do the same for the negative end. For example, your brain doesn't tell the difference between self-deprecation humor and actual bullying. You think like shit, you'll feel like shit. You go in with blind optimism, you'll feel more hopeful about what the future holds. You can't control what happens, but you could sure as hell control how you react to it. There's a paintbrush over here, which means someone was having a good time at this park. Number 2, you're not a human with a soul. You're a soul in a human body. Take a second to think about that. This sounds like a very pretentious hippy-dippy thing to say, but it's very easy for me to look in the mirror or look in the viewfinder of my camera and say, wow, that's me. I look in the mirror and I see a projection of myself, but that's not actually me and who I am. My brain is me, and my body is just a physical means of trying to show that to people. My appearance, like the clothes I'm wearing and the hair on my head, are just a representation of me. It's like dressing up a video game character. It doesn't really matter what you look like, but what you do that actually matters. I don't think I have anything too profound to say or anything that hasn't been said before, but there's this one time in my university library where someone came up to me and actually told me how much my back catalog of videos meant to them. One of my videos made them cry and spark emotion in someone that I didn't even know, and that's something that's extremely valuable to me. Because I saw everyone in the library as just another student trying to get their work done, but in this case, I saw Sonder. The realization that each random passerby is living a life as complex as your own. That city across the water that you can't really see because I chose a foggy day to film this. Those buildings the size of my fingernails have people with feelings, lives, and maybe one of them is feeling the same existential crisis that I'm having. I like thinking about other people's perspectives, but there's no point in trying to fully understand all of them because you're never going to. No one is going to know exactly what you're thinking. You could tell them your entire life story, and they still won't know exactly how it felt from your perspective to let it all play out.
It's far more likely that they're all in their own worlds, doing their own thing. They're not paying attention to the world around them. And we all do it every day, whether you're driving, walking down the street. All of our lives are just as complex as everybody else's. Everything you have going on, they have going on. Nobody knows what everybody else is going through.
I'm also filming this on my small camera because while my big camera is in repair, I couldn't help but still make a video. So, on to point number 3. Failing and being uncomfortable are vital parts of personal growth. When it's said that comparison is the thief of joy, it really is. I could compare my YouTube channel to someone who's doing so much better than me. I could compare my job to the jobs of my friends. But when I compare my current self to me of the past, I know that 15-year-old Michael would be astounded by where I am now. Not just in terms of videos, but also in terms of perspective, because I think I was pretty confused back then. Actually, I still am confused, and I'm sure me 5 years down the line will be talking about myself now like I am my 15-year-old self back then. Wow, the thunder's roaring. I wonder if that comes across on camera. That's loud as hell. It started downpouring, so I'm gonna finish this segment in my car. I've been making these videos, these little home movies, since I was really young. I'm fascinated with capturing time and how perspective changes, while still acknowledging that whenever you're watching this, you're watching an older variation of who I was, for me, who I currently still am. So I encourage you to look at yourself like that and be proud of how far you've come. Unless you've done some heinous crime, then you're on the wrong YouTube channel. If you want to hear another of my philosophical rambles, you can click on this video here. Otherwise, here's the video that made that random student cry. It's not one of my most viewed videos, but it's one of the ones I'm most proud of. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.